Hello and welcome back to Hedgehog Makes. My name is Austin, aka Zombie Hedgehog, and today we are celebrating the 7th birthday. Happy birthday to the Creality Ender 3. That's right, not Ender 3 Pro, not Ender 3 V2, not Ender 3 V3, Ender 3. I bought this on Amazon to check out what printing on an Ender 3 is like in 2025. It's been 7 years, and this printer really changed the landscaping of 3D printing. I've only been printing for 3 years at the time recording, so I've never even experienced an Ender 3. My first printer was an Ender 3 V2, which I significantly modded. I really enjoyed modding that printer. It was a great experience because it didn't really work great. Well, it did work great, but then I wanted to push it. In order to push it, I needed to mod it. So, without going into that, let's get this printer unboxed. As always, we are recording this live on Twitch, so if you're not watching this live, hit that link below and subscribe to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/zombiehedgehog, where we do things like chat about 3D printing, talk about recent releases, and lots of things. Troubleshooting, if you have questions. It's a fun Q&A. It's really fun. But if you're watching on YouTube, hey, how's it going? Click that like button. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below. Now, spoiler alert, this is probably not... Actually, I don't know. I don't know what version this is. The versioning says on here, Ender 3B. So I don't think this is the original Ender 3. It's definitely not. I don't know what controller board's in here. I'm just not sure. I'm really not. But let's see what is in the box. The actual performance of the printer will be probably similar to back then, but with actual upgrades in the firmware over time. I don't know what firmware this is running, but oh boy, let's take this out. Ender 3B. B. Yeah, version B maybe? I don't know. I'm also going to approach this kind of as if I haven't built custom printers, tool changers, and that type of thing. What's under the bed? Under the bed is a 4040. Is a 4040. So is that, what is that? You have the screen, power supply. I mean, I gotta say, even for an older printer, it's packaged really well. Like, I don't, expect this to be immediately broken out of the box. That's a Pro. Okay, so the original was a 2040. Looks like an early version. No dual Z-axis, no BL touch. Oh wow. Yeah, no, there's not gonna be anything automatic on this printer. It's a fully manual Bowden printer. So we get some extrusions here. The tool head cover is, oh, it is metal. It is metal, so it's probably a newer one. Is that right? Now, I don't need this to be a I don't need it to be an exact Ender 3. The idea of this is, hey, can we get this thing working? And what is it like to run an Ender 3 in 2025? Ender 3 Pro. Okay, so this is most likely an Ender 3 Pro, which I have used a couple times before for various projects. I typically buy these printers on eBay. They are typically around $50 shipped. And they're great for projects like building Ender 3 NG. It's not a Pro. Okay, what is this thing? It's an Ender 3. It's an Ender 3. Ender 3, that's what this printer is, it's Ender 3. Don't you understand? There's only one Ender 3, right? No, there's like 20 versions of Ender 3. And it's actually kind of confusing. It's not even kind of confusing. It's extremely confusing because there's off the top of my head, Ender 3, Ender 3 Pro, Ender 3 V2, Ender 3 V2 Neo. Oh my god, I don't even know. Ender 3 V3, Ender 3 V3 SC, Ender 3 V3 KE. There's many Ender 3s at this point. So it's really funny, like, oh, I have an Ender 3. Well, what Ender 3 do you have? I don't know, I have an Ender 3. Probably like Ender 3 V2. There's a lot of those sold. S1. I have an S1. Like, a lot of Ender 3s. Neo. Yeah. So from the chat, it sounds like this is probably a hybrid, because I highly doubt they manufacture the original Ender 3. But the branding behind Ender 3 is so powerful that they are selling hundreds of these things per month still. And that just blows my mind. I paid, in 2025, $180 for this printer. New. But wow, you could get so many other printers for around that price nowadays. Kind of crazy. Like, that is insane. Personally, if you're looking for a big printer, my favorite big printer or bigger printer has got to be the Bambu A1. And specifically with the AMS, it just makes filament loading easy. It's a pleasure to use. So that's my recommendation right now for beginners and even intermediate and advanced users. Like, almost everyone could use a Bambu A1. They're that good, trust me. But this is an Ender 3. So we have a bunch of parts. I'm kind of getting my stuff laid out. This is how I would probably approach it if I wasn't, if I didn't know what I was doing. It has a 360 watt generic brand power supply, very chunky. Couple of extrusions here. I mean, the extrusion quality is nice. It doesn't look like it's severely warped or crazy. We have the screen here. Screen. Okay. We have parts. Oh boy. We have lots of parts. We have screws. A little needle, which is actually very useful for clogs. You'll probably clog this thing. Ooh. Of course, our snips. Can't forget that. The lead screws in the packaging, because it should be greased. Hopefully it's greased. If it's not greased, then it's not great. You'd think for 180 bucks they would have a fully greased lead screw. I mean, for 180 bucks, this thing should have full auto bed leveling, direct drive extruder. Yeah, this should have a lot of things for that price. But honestly, it's overall not a bad price for a 3D printer, right? 180 bucks, it does get you a 3D printer. And this is where it gets interesting. If you're brand new to 3D printing, like yesterday, you knew nothing about 3D printers, maybe you knew about 3D printing, like the existence, and then today you have to buy one. What do? You look online, you look at best printers, and you might even see a video of someone recommending an Ender 3. Like, okay, this is an Ender 3, these are the things I can print on it, great. So I can definitely still see users buying Ender 3s just because they don't know any better. They just don't. This is our idler, which doesn't look that bad, it really doesn't. There's a lot of stuff in this printer that is fine. It's absolutely fine, it's just not ideal. And there's a lot better ways of doing things nowadays. But it works. This is a functioning, working design. And it got a lot of people into 3D printing. But the issue is you had to know a little bit about the printer. And you'd be spending a lot of time fixing and maintaining the printer. Very cool. You're getting your Hedgehog Makes Filament tomorrow. Hedgehog Makes Filament, what is that? Ah, well, glad you asked. Hedgehog Makes Galaxy Red PLA is my filament, my polymaker. It is a beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous filament. It is a Galaxy Red PLA from Polymaker. It looks phenomenal. Look at that sparkle. It is so beautiful. The red is just perfect. I formulated this color with Polymaker to give the community a really good option for Galaxy Red PLA. So to get the full effect, buy it yourself, try it out, and tag me on socials when you print something in it, at Zombie Hedgehog. So I'll put that back here. It is really cool, and you get a cool spool. I spent some time designing this. It's very on brand, and I love it. I love it. And it's gonna roll away. So it turns out if you put it on a car, it'll roll. Go figure. So carrying on with this, we have a guide. The guide is very small, and I'm scared. After sales service card, okay. We have a list of the main parts. Install the printer. Oh yeah, you can't, the cameras don't do it any justice. You just have to buy it, you know? I'm just gonna recommend you buy it. And let me know how you think. What you think. How you think. Why you think. Oh boy. Install the limit switch to the Z-axis profile. What is a Z-axis profile? I'm already lost. What is a Z-axis profile? It looks like this. I know it's not this. But yeah, the pictures, I'm already confused. I'm done. I'm gonna quit. In fact, a lot of people quit 3D printing because they had an Ender 3. And it's so unfortunate. I have talked to a lot of people that have an Ender 3-ish style printer or clone in a closet. Like, oh, I have one of those in a closet, because they're just not user-friendly. They're just not. Right? I'm already lost in the guide. Like, okay, I can kind of figure out maybe they want this thing here, but then there's holes. There's holes in specific sizes. So what am I supposed to do here? I don't understand. I'm actually kind of lost. I know it's in your closet. Oh, I know it's in your closet. Skeletons. Get your drill. I actually don't know what's going on here. So I can, wow. This one has 2 holes at the bottom. And this one has 2 holes here. Oh, I know exactly which ones are which, but the instructions are so vague, they don't give you any details. So let's say by trial and error, I go through and install these things. So it does look like... What's the front of the printer? Is this the front of the printer? It does look like we're going like this, maybe? And I can kind of see the 2 screw holes here. Okay, so we're going to use that one for that side. And install limit switch to Z-axis profile. Well, there's 2 of them. Which one? Oh boy. Which one? This one? I'm guessing this one. I'm guessing the holes are the bottom because they'll probably mount something. So, why did I buy this printer? No, it is not to mod to an Ender 3 NG, which is a really nice looking project, but I am buying this, one, to celebrate Creality's 7th birthday! The Ender 3's 7th birthday. So congratulations on still being in business 7 years later, Creality. It's kind of surprising some of these days. But this will be in, this is going to be converted, is that the right word? Modded. I am designing my own 3D printer that is not on the market with this printer. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, here we go. Z-axis limit switch. There's no labeling. There's nothing. Damn, there's nothing. Kit bashing with Ender 3, pretty much. I do recommend that if you actually have to build an Ender 3, don't follow my guide. Follow someone else who have built this thing, because I'm sure in the last 7 years, someone has made a proper guide on how to build an Ender 3. And probably every single version of the Ender 3 at this point. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and say that not ideal. Very much not ideal at all on how to build this thing. There's no instructions on how to use the hammerhead nuts. Like, there's nothing in here. I'm even gonna cheat. I'm already cheating. I said I was gonna build it with the included things. I can't. I just want to get this thing built at this point. The instructions are not great, and yeah. You aren't being fair if you don't use the SD card guide. I'm using the guide that's included here. I haven't gotten to the SD card instruction spot yet. And it does not mention to use the guide. Oh, it does. No, it doesn't. Let's see. Oh, it wants you to use Creality Cloud, first of all, which I don't recommend. It gives you the manual. Okay, yeah, so it does tell you to use the manuals, but I don't want to have to look up a video on how to set up my printer. Like, honestly, I'd rather not, because there are companies that have really good guides. I've installed printers from these things before. But okay, we're gonna pretend like we actually watched the video. Okay, we took a couple hours and watched the video. So let's see. Now we're installing these things in the right spots. I don't want to watch a video to install a 3D printer. I really don't. I don't want to have to use an app either to actually go in and walk through it. It's 20 minutes and worth it. Oof, that's a long time. 20 minutes. Okay, I did watch many videos before I built my first Ender 3. I really did. And I was still a little bit confused. But that was way back in the day. That was about 3 years ago. So I started 3D printing in March as well, 3 years ago. Let's see. That goes there. This goes here, like that. But then we have to use our long screws. Okay. Whew. This is fun. This is fun. You there. So what can you do if you have an Ender 3? Well, you can use it. One of the goals of this little mini series on Ender 3 is showing users that you can use whatever printer you have. There's two major things to, I'll say, consider when 3D printing. Number one, the hardware. Your hardware has to be working, right? It's like a car with brakes that don't work. Your car has to have brakes to work. If your car doesn't have brakes, then you can kind of use it, but it's going to be a nightmare. It's kind of the same thing with a 3D printer. You have to have all of your motion system working in order to use it. So as long as everything is physically in place and functionally working and not broken significantly, then you should be fine. As long as it's built to the minimum manufacturing standard of the printer, you should be able to get prints off of it. But what's almost more important than hardware adjusting and tuning is the software, the slicer profile. I spend a lot of time going through and making very small tweaks and changes to kind of learn what works best on 3D printers. And over the years, I've come up with my own set of profiles, which I call zombie tuned profiles for specific printers. And they work much better than the stock profiles, giving you better prints. That's the whole goal, right? Users who have downloaded my Bambu profiles from Patreon have noted that, wow, they just work. They literally just work. And you can go in and fine tune any setting you'd like. But the goal is to make a good starting point, which is why I've released Zombie Tune profiles. Just a good starting point. That's not the stock profile. That being said, learn your machine, learn the slicer if you really want to get the most out of your printer. But hey, guess what? A lot of people don't. I'm just going to say that. A lot of people don't really probably want to do that. They just want a printer that works. Even having to assemble it like this is kind of a lot for 2025. No printer comes like this. It's all, unless it's a really hobbyist or extreme printer, they're all coming mostly pre-assembled. You screw a couple screws in and then it's good to go. In fact, most modern printers have self-aligning guides and pretty much no way to mess it up. It's really nice. Even modern Creality printers like that. They're so much easier to assemble. You don't have to worry about any of this. But there are benefits to what I'm doing now. I'm building the printer. I am going through, I'm looking at, I'm kind of understanding how this thing is built and how it works. To some degree. Oof, the bed is so loose, which is good. Okay, I'll give you some tips. If you have a V-wheel style bed, in shipping, they should ship the beds loose. If they ship any of these V-wheel things too tight, then they will compress and you'll have flat spots on them. They sometimes will recover, but in order to get these things to be super smooth, they leave them a little bit on the light side. So we'll probably have to go in and tighten them, as you would typically want to do with any V-wheel style printer. So we have our Z assembled. That's step one. Now we're going to install our power supply. That's pretty easy. We watched the videos, so we know that the holes line up like that. And we screw in the power supply like this. I don't mind having the power supply on the side of the printer like that. It works, right? Was it Prusa that invented that form factor? I have no idea, but it works. It definitely works. So we're going to get that installed. Oh, man, I have to level my bed. Oh my, that is not on my fun things to do list. It is not. Just not gonna lie there. It's not on my fun side projects. I do not like leveling beds at all. And this isn't glass. So does anyone remember if the original Ender 3 was a glass bed or this hard sheet of, wow, what even is this? I'm guessing this is modern. I'm guessing that's modern. It's not PEI. It's another material, PC. Is it a PC bed? Is that it? Is that an upgrade from the original Ender 3? This isn't right, is it? Did I install this upside down? Oh my god, I totally did, didn't I? I totally installed this upside down. Wow. Original Ender 3 is glass. Well, that's good. At least it's not glass. It's a BuildTak. Isn't BuildTak a brand, though? What is BuildTak? Is BuildTak what material? You like glass? Glass isn't that bad. It's really not bad, except releasing parts. Yeah, now the power's gonna leak out. Uh-oh. Can't have that. We'll just undo this. No big deal. No big deal. I don't need to watch the video. I'm pretending like I already watched the video because I thought I knew how to assemble this thing, but I'm trying to follow the guide. Like, seriously, I want to be able to use the guide that's included with the printer because I am new to 3D printing. I don't want to get overwhelmed with videos. All right, I'll put it like this. So the screws are on the bottom. Womp womp. Unassembling already? I put the screw holes on the wrong way. Don't read chat and build 3D printers. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Get this thing reassembled the right way. Sometimes it's good to assemble it, then unassemble it and reassemble it a little just to get a feel of how to do it. Original Ender 3 wasn't glass? Oh, you guys are conflicting. I have conflicting information going here. Was the original... Let me know in the comments below. Was the original Ender 3 glass or this PC material or whatever thick, like, weird sheet this is? My Ender 3v2 was definitely glass. I know that was glass. Borosilicate glass. Alright, it was glass. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to put this on. I've only had the Pro. Yeah, I've used a Amazon or a returned Pro from eBay. I actually removed the cantilever arm, or not the cantilever arm, the idler, this part, to have a full cantilevered Ender 3, and it worked great. It was fine. I honestly probably still have one of the glass sheets. I probably do. I don't know why. Go. So let's get this thing screwed in. Looks a little bit more better. It's fun. I'm seeing a lot of comments in the chat about the first upgrade. Like, wow, I remember having an upgrade to this, that, and that. It's kind of crazy how much aftermarket parts were needed to have a fun and reliable experience with these printers. So let's see. We have the power supply on, and we're gonna do the screen. That's a nice knob. I like it. It's cool because you can swap it, take it off, and then put on another knob. It's actually just a knob off of an amplifier because it has the little what you call it, pointer on there. But you can 3D print your own. And the Ender 3 line of printers is probably the most customizable printer platform out there, period. Seriously, I have seen so many mods, aesthetic mods to this thing. Did I use the wrong screw there? Actually, I might have. Did I? Hold on. Hold, please. 30. 30. Hexagon, cap screw. Nope, I'm good. Perfect. I want to make sure you use the right power supply mounting screws. So yeah, you can print decorative upgrades, functional upgrades, so many things for these printers. Insane. Joel Telling modified the Ender 7 because it had that annoying front bar. Like, remember back when 3D printers used to have a solid frame on the top and you couldn't actually see what you were printing? I remember those days. I don't know. I wouldn't want a printer with a solid bar out front of my print. That's kind of annoying. I want to see what I'm printing. That's the one nice thing about bed slingers is you get to see a lot of your print as you're going. The only issue is that the print moves while you're printing, so you can't get as much of a nice view on it as if it was a fixed bed printer. So we're getting this installed. I probably should have plugged it in first, but doesn't tell me to yet, I don't think. Well, that's on there. Good. Oh, now we have the Z-axis motor. All right, that looks like this, and our lead screw is in this protective cover. So we're gonna take this out, put it in here, go like that, and screw it together. Easy peasy. I need a smaller driver for that, 2.5. Let's see, is it straight? Oh, it is. It's a perfectly straight lead screw. Yay! Yay! It's a straight lead screw. We don't have to immediately swap it. Oh yes, on the screen, the sticker I just peeled off, it did tell me to change my power supply voltage. So if I wasn't paid attention, it wouldn't start. We have to change from 230 to 115. Good reminder. I just peeled off the screen. All right, that's on there. Now we have to screw this into the printer. Seriously, this is a pretty overall straightforward install. It's not that bad. It's just you kind of have to know a little bit about which part is which. Like, they're just not labeled. That's the only issue, is that nothing's labeled. So you're kind of slightly lost on what goes where. I'll take some of these screws here. So one of the first mods that I would recommend doing is the Kevin, aka Sam, dual belted Z. That mod right there is so good because it adds dual Z to your printer, meaning that both sides of the gantry are driven together with belts. Is that the right screw? Is that the right screw? Looks like it. Try it again. It doesn't want to go in. Why is that? Definitely not the right type of screw. Do we have another screw? That is screw number 34. What is 34? M4 by 18. I should have two of them. M4 by 18. Where did those go? Anyone know? Are they around somewhere? Oh, right here. Got them. Got them. Ah. So what's really fun about a printer like this is you're gonna mod it. You're definitely going to mod it, whether you like it or not. There are things on here that'll probably just drive you crazy. So you're gonna want to do something to it. Now, you don't have to mod it. It'll still work perfectly fine as is. But in order to get the most enjoyable experience, a lot of users, well, they mod it, right? All right, I'm gonna get this lead screw as straight as I can by eye. There is no alignment. You just manually line it up. Wow, very, very old school. Very just throw it together. I wouldn't even say old school. It's just, you know, it exists. Remember, the 3D printer is only as good as you build it. Any printer, including Vorons, they're only as good as you build it. So it's very, very, very important to follow the guide, which unfortunately this paper guide is not specific. So you're almost forced to watch a video guide and hope that it makes sense. All right, next is the extrusion kit. Extrusion kit. Okay. So there's two of these things. Looks like it's the one with the holes here. Yeah, that's the one. All right. And then we put on a part here. This giant monstrosity of a motor mount slash extruder. Wow. The original extruder. I'm going to do a close-up on this. If you have never seen, this is what we used to have. This is a Bowden extruder, meaning the extruder is mounted on the frame of the printer and not on the tool head, which theoretically meant for super fast and lightweight printing. But this style of extruder is one of the worst. It has an idler gear. It's not a dual drive. It has an idler that just sits there, and then the one gear that presses up against the filament. Theoretically, this direct drive could be beneficial for quality because you're not using any gears to drive your filament. But yeah, that plus the plastic arm that always cracked. This is one of the upgrade kit components, a complete extruder that's metal and dual gear. Fun times. Fun. I probably still have an Ender 3 extruder just lying around waiting to be upgraded. This build is bringing back repressed memories, right? Right? It's a throwback. I can't tell which side is which on here, but I think it goes on like this. Is that right? It can either go this way or this way. Let's see. If it goes like this, where does it attach to? Hold on. How does this thing work? How does this thing work again? The extruder goes like this. Okay. And then this goes like that. Okay. And then there's a little part that sticks out. I see. So we're reversed. It has to be like that. Okay, perfect. There's a little cutout, and that goes where this is right here. Perfect. Except, oh my, are you serious? Oh no, it's fine. Wow, you have to like screw through. You have to screw through this part to get it in. So we're gonna have to get our 31s, which is probably this, put it through here like this, if you can even see that, through there like that, and put this on, and then bring our driver through the back hole of this and screw it in. So kind of like that. Like, this is not an ideal situation here. It's probably an easier way to do this, but ooh. It works, right? It's functional. It works. One of my first upgrades for my Ender 3v2 was the Micro Swiss all metal CNC'd direct drive thing where you took this motor and used that. That was epic. It really improved my quality. It gave me the ability to print TPU on this printer easily. That was a lot of fun. I would totally recommend that mod part. They have the what is it? They have new styles of the direct drive mod. Lots of parts available still for this printer, which is kind of nice, right? You buy a printer and 7 years later you can still buy it and upgrade it. Not bad. So this is on. I don't know if the rod is straight. No idea. I cannot tell. So that's lovely. Feels fine. We'll continue. Install the X-axis timing belt. Okay. That is this. That is this. Cool. Standard belt. Probably stretchy. Stretchy belt. Put it... How? It wants us to put this in right now, apparently. Okay. Sure. We can do that. We can certainly do that. Wow, this is a... How long have I been building this for? I'm trying to build it reasonably fast, but even I'm struggling here. It's finicky. It's definitely finicky to build one of these things. Probably speed run it though. Whew. That's in. Okay. Oh, and then we install our tool head. So the tool head slides on. It has to go over the belt. The belt actually rides in the grooves that the V wheels ride on. So you're like enclosing this, but only a little bit. There we go. Ooh, that's smooth. The one nice thing about V wheels is, man, that is smooth. When you have some nice, brand new, fresh V wheels on a clean extrusion that's straight, nothing really beats the smoothness and quietness of V wheels. The next best thing is the SG bearings, which are inverted V wheels on a metal rod. Those are really good, and you'll see a lot of newer printers using those. But V wheels just work, except when you have to maintain them, and then they stop working. And that's where it gets frustrating. Like, this bed is completely loose. It's just completely loose because the V wheels aren't tight enough. On purpose for shipping, but still, it's something you have to actually go in and tighten before you even use it if you want to get some good, reliable prints. Snap the V wheels, the slot, yep. Install the passive block, okay. So this is our idler part here. And that bolts on like so. Perfect. And that uses probably the same screws as before. So in the comments below, let me know what your first printer was and when you got it. I believe I got mine in 2023? 2022? Was it 22? I've been printing for 3 years. How many years ago is that? I can't do math. But I got it in March 3 years ago. And I immediately started buying used broken printers off of eBay to mod and tinker with. Like, back in the day, tinkering was a lot bigger deal of my life. I just loved to buy printers and experiment with them. But after kind of trying and experimenting with all of the different printer types, I've gotten to love, some specifics, like the Voron V2. It's a great printer. I love how the bed is fixed, and I love the belted seat. There's a lot of things I love about that printer. It just works. It's really good, and it's not the easiest to build, but man, oh man, does it ever work. What's next on this thing? So we got these on here. Just pre-tight the screws. Oh, we just want to pre-tight the screws. Okay, just pre-tight, because we're gonna adjust this for the actual Z, and it might move around a little, which is smart. I will loosen them. Perfect. Next, snap the brass sleeve on. So now we're actually attaching the belt. If I can even get it through the hole. Oh my god. I'm glad we can just buy printers nowadays that work. Again, the Bambu Lab A1, or even A1 Mini if you don't need the size, build volume. They're just printers that work. It's so unbelievable how much printers have evolved in the years. It's crazy. Apparently, and again, I wasn't around 3D printing 7 years ago, but apparently this was a huge upgrade to everything else in the market. That is crazy to think about. that this is the upgrade. Maybe it wasn't necessarily the best printer, but it was certainly a standard. Now we install the idler. This is a fixed idler, not a quick idler, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's probably better to have a fixed idler tension more than anything. Oh, but I forgot to loosen my hammerhead nuts. Hammerhead nuts. Oh, love this. Oop. And it's on the ground. But the fact that you could just go on Thingiverse and find all kinds of mods, pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. Even for the Bambu printer, I find myself wanting to print some various mods for it occasionally, like the ability to snap in your bed and line it up perfectly, like that type of thing. The poop collection area for the waste. All those things, it's fun to like find mods. K2 Kevin's entire line of upgrades and tools, those types of things. It's nice to still be able to use the printer and put some personalization to it. But that being said, it's nowhere near the extreme amount that you can pretty much replace every part on this printer with a printed part or a decorative part. A lot of fun. So let's get this on here. We have the tension preset. It's probably fine, honestly. I'm not expecting major speeds of this printer. We're not overclocking it, modding it. We're just running it as is. We're not even going to replace the firmware. I would typically recommend swapping the firmware for a community-made firmware, but we're going to use it as is. That's good. Oh, it wants it to be the same tension as the Y belt. That's useful. Cool. Now we're going to put this on, and it's pretty simple. You just slide it on. It's very simple, actually. So this is loose. The other one's tight. We're going to slide it on. Just slide it on. It should go right in. And we're going to push our... Oh my god, I forgot how close the lead screw is. Oops, I didn't even get that side on. Hold, please. Helps if I go straight. There we go. For how close the lead screw is to the motor, and it's not going in. Is that because it's tight? Because it's too tight? Ooh. What is going on here? Are we too tight? No, it's loose. Why? Why is lead screw not screwing? Screw with me. What the heck? It's not going in. Help! I want my money back. Everything's loose and it's not screwing in. Okay, what did I do wrong here? It's backwards? Is it actually backwards? I don't think so. No. It feels like I'm not doing it right for some reason. And it unfortunately looks correct. So why is it so tight on here? It's very, very tight. Like the V-wheels are completely loose. It's just the lead screw that's tight. It's like seizing up. Maybe it's supposed to be that tight? Maybe? I don't know. There's definitely like no play in there. Maybe they swapped out the tension. Wow, that is so tight. I'm not used to that. Even on like a Trident, it's usually a lot looser. Okay, that's as much as I'm bothering to screw it down for now. Now we tighten up these two screws right here, which is completely useless. I would probably recommend tensioning the V-wheels first. I'm gonna assume that in the guide it tells you to do the V-wheels because there's no way you should have tightened that. Should move like butter? I know it should. Well, we'll see. We will see. What am I doing here? Grabbing the handy screw thing and adjusting our V-wheel tension. So what you do is you tighten the eccentric nut on the V-wheel So that makes slight contact. Just ever so slight contact. You can still kind of spin it by hand. That is perfect. And on this side right here, we'll do the same thing. We will twist this until we make slight contact right here. And I think that's probably fine. Perfect. Now it feels like it's rugged-ish enough. And then we can tighten up these screws. That's how you should do it. That's how I'm expecting the YouTube video to very clearly state it. So perfect. Now we have hopefully clean motion on the Z-axis, except this lead screw is just not perfect. Let me loosen up these screws a little. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but I think it's 2 for these. Just a little. No. Just tight. Not sure. Maybe the actual connector here is too tight. Maybe it's brass, so it will wear out, but it's a little on the tight side. I'll roll with it. Maybe they've improved things over the last 7 years. So once that's on, we can continue with this thing. But you got to make sure not to put your loop over it. You got to put this over this, right? Otherwise, when it goes down, it's gonna catch. Because this thing does have a print height limit, and that's about right here. So I don't think it matters which side goes where. But we do need to put in the rest of our screws. I think they give you spare screws, which is very surprising. Very shocking to give you spare screws for assembling the frame of this. Like big screws. Kind of odd. Maybe that's because some of the screws chip damaged. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I can tell you that I don't think our Z-axis is completely on straight, because maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Oh, it looks fine. Yeah, it's fine. We have a little bit of a gap here because of the end cap. Makes sense. I'd say straight enough. So why is this printer important? Why is Ender 3 such a big deal? Ender 3. I hear Ender 3 so much. Well, Ender 3 allowed users to print for an affordable price. These printers at the time were kind of the go-to printer. Like, oh, you're just going to get Ender 3 and deal with it because it's the printer to get. It's the printer that works. It's the printer with the most support. Definitely not the best printer. Definitely not the cheapest printer, but a good balance at the time. Nowadays, Creality has the Ender 3 V3, which is a Core XZ motion system, one of their modern clipper tool heads. There's a lot going on, and those are more recommendable, certainly. But these right here, man, oh man, nothing really beats an original Ender 3 in terms of simplicity. This is almost, pretty much is minimum viable product for a working printer. The only thing less you could do is remove this whole entire extrusion, like the Ender 2. Just you cut the actual extrusion and call it a cantilever. You can totally do that. You remove the top bar and this bar and that bar, and it'll work just cantilever, except when your print head gets over here, it's more unstable, right? All right. That rolls nice and smooth. It's reasonably snug. This whole tool head cover's loose, but that's okay, it's just a cover. That feels good. This concerns me. Hopefully we're gonna deal with that. Spool holder, the most important thing. Spool holder. Ooh, we actually need to put in our own T-nuts, don't we? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. The nice thing about an Ender 3 is the extrusion. You have so much extrusion on the side to mount things into. So many mods relied on the extrusion to bolt things to slide things into, attach. Pretty cool. All right, what size screw is this? We even have it. Should be 3. Where's my 3? Here it is. So what we're gonna do with this printer on my live streams, and I might make a follow-up video if you guys want. Let me know in the comments below. Do you want a... I'm not gonna do a long-term usage of this thing. I don't know if I physically can bring myself to it, but I will certainly use it and make some prints off of it and create a custom tuned profile. I'm gonna do my absolute best to make a tuned profile in Orca Slicer for this specific printer. The original Ender 3 style with a Bowden very, very, very poor part cooling tool head. We're gonna push it to its absolute limits. Oh, here it is. We need the rest of the spool holder. You can actually mount a spool of Polymaker filament. Thank you to Polymaker for being the main filament sponsor of this channel. If you're looking to get some filament, I strongly recommend Polymaker. They are amazing, not let me down in the last 3 years of 3D printing. One of the first brands I bought and will be my go-to filament. So I'm happy to be a Polymaker first partner with them, working on awesome projects for you and trying to explore as much about 3D printing as possible, which can sometimes include buying an Ender 3 and experimenting with it. All right. Okay, this is not... These Fabrico drivers are a little too snug in the screws. There we go. I'm going to use a different driver here. It's a 3. So I have a 3. It's a 3 and a ball. You want to know how long you have until you have to re-level? Oh yeah, that's right. This doesn't have the yellow springs. Man, we're really going back in time, aren't we? For $20, $20, you can get yourself a Capricorn Bowden tube, replacement all-metal extruder, bed springs and knobs. Like, you can get a whole kit to fix this thing for $20. It's crazy how little you can spend aftermarket to get this thing more or less more reliable, right? Just little things. So it's nice that you can upgrade, but it's also like, why wouldn't they have just done that in the first place and then made a pro version? Because even the pro version didn't have a lot of those things. Spool goes in the back. Yeah, it does. Yep. Sorry. This is not a direct drive printer. A direct drive printer would go in the front. Yeah, wow, damn. I am out of it. So this goes right into here. Right there. No, it doesn't. It goes whoop. So you want to have, oh my god. Where's this thing go? Let's see. Whoop. Oh dear. Oh dear. Like this? I remember the first mod I ever printed was a guide to help straighten the filament going into here. Like that. That was the first thing I ever printed. So we want this thing as mounted as far this way as physically possible. Like, I'd put it there if I could. So I'll put it like right here. Oof. Replacing direct drive extruder is $30. Yeah, you can get lots of things. But here's the thing. You spend $20 here. Wow, ball screws. Ball drivers. You spend $20 here, $30 here, $50 here. Now you're spending $300-400 on this printer. I've probably spent over 600 on my original Ender 3 V2 because I would buy a part, upgrade it, buy a part, upgrade it, upgrade it. And it was fun, but man, it was not cost effective. It's kind of like the people who upgrade their Prussias from a Prussian Mark III to a Mark 3.1 to a Mark 3.5 to a Mark 3.9 to a Mark 4 or Core 1. Like, you're spending thousands of dollars to when you could have just bought a new printer at that point. But hey, it's all about the hobby and upgrading. No shame in that, it's just not cost efficient. All right, I think we're pretty much good to go. It's about as assembled as it's gonna get. Let's finish up by installing the PTFE, like this. Nope. Install our own couplers, because they didn't want to do that for us. Put our own couplers in. Ooh, comes the spare nozzle, very nice. Not bad. Easiest way to print faster, second printer? For sure. With modern printers, they're already running at about their fastest. Even with the high flow hot ends that are available for a lot of these, they only go so much faster. And it's going to be always faster to get a second printer. So this thing must clip like this. Is that really it? Oh my god, really? There's no way this is like this. There's no way. There's no way. It just like hangs down onto the bed. No, I do not believe that. Maybe it goes to the side of the printer? It's telling it to go straight down. Yes way? Oh boy. Can I at least put it like under the frame so it goes off to the side? Is that possible? I can't even lower this thing. Linear rail upgrade is piquing your interest. Yeah, that's another big thing, like swapping linear rails. That was actually one of the first streams I did that featured a West 3D product. I upgraded to one of their rails. Very easy to do. Very, very easy. Yeah, let's put it off to the side maybe. I don't trust it. Like actually hitting the bed. Woo! Ooh boy. You learn a lot from upgrading Ender 3v2 to Direct Drive, Dual Z, BL Touch. Dyer's firmware runs really good now. Then on Ender 3 V3 SC, love that one. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you could do a lot of mods or just buy the printer with all the things included for the same price, which is kind of crazy. All right, so we're gonna plug in that. What else do we need to plug in? Do we have any more random cables? Where is this cable here? Oh, it's dangling. There it is. Here's our cable. This is definitely not supposed to go under on the side here. Is it really supposed to stick out the back? Oh, I guess so. When are we supposed to install this? Apparently it's saying it's all one big connected thing. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on anymore. The cables are going to be a nightmare, and we'll just have to deal with it. Because Ender 3. Ender 3. But pretty much everyone understands Ender 3, right? For whatever reason, you hear Ender 3 and you know what that is. You just know what it is. Like, oh yeah, Ender 3. Oh my god, the filament sensor is like inside of here. Oof. Not filament sensor. Sorry, I think it's now a filament sensor. It has a XN stop. So it does come with zip ties, so we'll probably zip tie some things, I guess, out of the way, maybe. So let's go to our max travel, which is about right here. I'm never gonna print this tall in this printer, so let's zip tie things together now that it's all installed, because that's why they include them, right? Right? So let's zip tie this to this. No, you think the only upgrade for Ender 3 that is a must is the extruder. Yep, for sure. The extruder upgrade is big on this printer to help with the reliability and just speeding. Like, you upgrade the printer and you can now print twice as fast because it no longer slips. Pretty good. All right, so we're gonna zip tie this like that. Get it out of the way. And kind of cable managed. There's so many mods for cable chains, for cable routing for these printers. It's pretty intense. And I'm going to zip tie everything to the Z motor mount. So it looks just like this. We're done. Perfect. So we're going to move this back and forth, make sure none of the cables interfere. Perfect. This is looking great. I love this little printer. Next, V-wheel tensions. All right, we're definitely going to have to adjust the bed a little bit, not very much. Sprite extruder was a game changer for Creality? Yes, for sure. It's not a bad extruder. Really isn't. In the grand scheme of things, not that bad. All right, so on this side, we need to adjust our V-wheels. So once again, I kind of just, yeah, this one is loose. I kind of just twist the eccentric nut one until it's somewhat snug. You can twist it by hand fairly easily, but it's still like a little bit snug. The bed probably gonna want to have a little bit tighter, and you test it and it's a lot more tight. It still looks loose because it is, but it's a lot tighter, and typically the bed isn't flexing in that direction. It's going back and forth. So as long as the front to back motion is good, then we're good. All right, awesome. All right, that's like that. We have cables. This connects to the screen. Plug that in. It's probably in the instructions somewhere to plug it in. And then the power supply gets a XT60 connection. That just plugs in. Making sure that the actual bed doesn't run into it, which it doesn't look like it's going to. Silicone wires, at least. Nice. Beautiful. Don't like this right here, but oh wow, let's get printing. Let's do it. So it's very important on this Bowden tube right here, because this is an actual like Bowden tube, not a reverse Bowden. We need to make sure that our tube is secure and snug in here, that there's no play and movement. We're not going to touch the tool head at all. We're not going to take off the nozzle because it's a giant pain to replace the nozzle on these types of printers. You have to hold the heater block with a wrench and then hot tighten the nozzle, but you can't just hot tighten the nozzle on here because you have a PTFE line tube, which we're gonna put the clip on here. We're gonna press this down as much as physically possible and press this in. Like there's so much to know about an Ender 3 that it's not even worth going into. I would never recommend ever buying one of these things to use. Never. Never buy an Ender 3. Ender 3 Pro, any of the 3+-year-old Ender 3s, not worth it. The minimum Ender 3 that I'm gonna recommend is any of the ones with a direct drive tool head on there, the Sprite extruder, and dual Z with dual lead screws. That's the minimum that I'm ever gonna recommend for pretty much any printer. So, oh, we also have the bed. It has binder clips. Straight up binder clips. And we need to remove them. Oh man. I remember that. You gotta get the best possible binder clips for these things. At least they're clips and not the little things that you just press on. So here's the bed. Oh wow. It's like fiberglass. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay. That works. So let's get this installed. Typically you put one on the front corner of each side. That, I don't know if it actually tells you how to install the bed. It probably does in the video, but the video probably shows a glass bed. Who knows? And then we're gonna turn on the printer. We go right into leveling because that is 99% of this printer is bed leveling. That's it, just bed leveling. So let's get on it. You ready to power on the Ender 3? Do we have everything plugged in? It feels like we're missing something, but it's just that basic of a design that there's not much to it. Oh, we missed one thing. What is this? The Z end stop. There we go. Oh, that's right. We gotta adjust the Z end stop. We don't adjust the Z offset. We adjust the end stop position to offset. Oh my god. Whew. This is lovely. Of course, we're gonna throw on a spool of Hedgehog Makes Galaxy Red PLA. That is my favorite spool of filament ever, because it's mine and it looks great. It really does. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. What if it doesn't work? That'd be funny. That'd be hilarious. Ooh, metal scraper. Yeah, we're gonna need that for sure. All right, let's see if it's level on this desk, because my desk has some like unlevel spots. Probably gonna be like this. Maybe we'll switch over to the side. Ender 3. Ready. Ready for action. Are you ready? That's the question. Are you ready? Because this is ready. Info, motion, auto home. Info, motion, auto home. It's going to automatically home the printer without doing anything. It'll just automatically home it. It's a marvel of 3D printing. And it's stuck on the lead screw. Yeah, the lead screw is like way too tight. We'll continue. Maybe bring it up and down a couple times. We'll kind of wear it into place. Ooh, it's stuck again. Okay. Maybe the reference voltage isn't high enough too. There's many things that this could possibly be. This is the point where... Oh, it's still not spinning. I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, I can hold this in place. This thing shouldn't be struggling. It should have more than enough juice. But the actual motor current probably isn't enough. Forget to square the X gantry to the frame yet. Oh, it's squared. I perfectly squared it. This is a Zombie Tune frame install. But I remember me twisting the frame. It just like didn't want to budge. The rod isn't bent. It's not bent. It like physically doesn't want to go in well. And it timed out. Let's see. It's not lovely. Let's try it again. Printer halted. Oh, I gotta reset the printer. Perfect. Where's the power switch? Need to feed it 220 volt? I know. I guess I do. Try again. Yeah, it's on 110 volts. We'll try again. Motion, auto home. There we go. It worked. Yay. Now what? Info, motion, motor off. Oh, I remember this. There is no bed leveling on here. Wow. Motor off. So the motors are off now, and we have to manually adjust our Z offset. Now, what I don't understand is why do we don't heat the bed first? Are we supposed to heat the bed first? Like, I would heat the bed first, to be honest, but I'm not sure. We'll use a Snapmaker calibration card. Sure. Because everyone has a snap. Oh, wow, that's way off. What the heck? We're like 10 feet away there. Oh boy. We are so far off. We're not even remotely close. Yes, we're playing with not an old Ender 3. This is a brand new Ender 3 that we purchased. So I've heard that Ender 3 is the way to go when getting a 3D printer up and running. You always want to get an Ender 3. Is this as low as this goes? No, we need to go lower. We definitely need to go lower. Like, I'm not even gonna guess. We need to go lower in the Z. There we go. That's what it is. I was supposed to have it rest up against the extrusion here. So let's try that again. Auto home. Perfect. Motor off. We can move this manually. Now we're actually hitting the little arm lever thing here. Oops. And then we can get this into place and level it. So we're going to position the nozzle right above the screw here. And level it. Easy. I'm screwing it the wrong way. I always forget that. So I like to hold my calibration paper underneath it, wiggle it around until I hit contact. Excuse me. Is it spinning? Okay, I got it. And contact, just a little bit of contact. All right. Other side, same thing. We're probably going to crash the nozzle. Yeah, just with my luck, we'll just crash the first time. All right. Oh, we're almost there. And, oh, we got it. Perfect. Oof, these are not that tight. It's very loose. Ooh, we are caught on the... we're caught on the cable here. We're dragging the cable with us. That's not ideal. We don't like that at all, ever. Okay. Now we're on the back here. This is fun. You guys having fun? Is this entertaining? Let me know in the comments below if this is entertaining to watch. Is this something that's triggering past memories, or is this something you've never had to experience? Okay. Oh, we're just about there. Okay. Beauty. And then here. Let's see, which way? This way. Are you not entertained? Okay. That's level. Oh, now the front is too squished, so we're gonna tighten it up a little. Okay. Ooh. That side is too squished, so we're gonna tighten it. Turns out that adjusting one knob also messes with the rest of the knobs. Okay. Ooh, that's scratching. Okay. There we go. There we go. That one feels fine. This one needs to be tightened. Does anyone remember this process? And we're not even heated up yet. Like, technically, you want to do this when the bed is warm. What the heck is going on here? We're going the wrong way again. Wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. Oh, we got a little bit of touch there. Perfect. And back to here. So that's good. That's good. And that's good-ish. No, we gotta loosen or tighten it. Which one? Tighten it. There we go. Or loosen. Beautiful. Now we're gonna test the middle. Make sure the middle is good. And the middle is not remotely good at all. It's not even close. Not even remotely close. That's where we move every single one of these things a little bit, all evenly, until we get contact. Yikes. So it's still not touching. Wow. Yeah, bed leveling changes quite a bit when hot. Like, I'm considering just doing that because, yeah, I think we need to do that at this point. Let's go back. Temperature. Whoops. Temperature. Preheat PLA. 60C, 200 on nozzle. That'll be good. So we'll let that actually heat up. I'm tempted to actually use Chef's E-Leveler, like I have one, but I don't want to use it. I want to do it by hand to see how hard it was. I literally have an E-Leveler right here, and this is totally something you definitely want to use with this printer, specifically this printer, specifically. But we'll do it the hard way. Love it, or use it, you love yours. Yeah, I would totally use it, except we're just trying to see what the experience was like without any of these fancy tools. Just bone stock Ender 3. It's nearly ready. Let's see what's on the SD card. Does it come with Denshi? It must, right? Put clipper on it? Oh my god. Not yet. Not yet. We got our completely blank SD card. Great. Oh. Here. Here. Found it. Found where it goes. Yay, SD card. Where's my no media? Okay, try it again. Test thermal runaway. Great idea. Print from TF card. Cat.g code. We got a cat. We have to print a cat. We are printing a cat today. And now the bed is warm. That's warm. Let's retest our leveling. So I'm going to tighten all of these knobs until we have something in the middle here. Am I tightening the wrong way? I think we are. We are totally going the wrong way. How many hours will the cat take? I don't know. Probably not before the end of this stream. Oh, I think we're kind of getting some contact here. All right, we're getting contact. Now we're going to go to the outsides. Ooh, it's totally rubbing. Lovely. We're actually going to level it to like here. So we have less of a square. We're going to loosen this until our paper is very snug. Very snug. Very snug. Okay. Sure. Sure. Okay. Now check the middle. And I can't stick this under. Maybe too much? Too much? Maybe it's flattened out? Ooh, this side's way too much now. Ooh. Rubbing against the bed. Okay. The first time's always the hardest. Always. Okay, let's make sure it's not hitting the bed too much here. I'm gonna have a link down in the video description, an affiliate link for Bambu Lab printers. There we go. There we go. We're good. See? That was easy. Now we're gonna load filament. So the first thing I'm gonna do is motion auto home. First thing we do here. And then we're gonna move the z-axis up 10 millimeter in the up direction. Oops. Oh, and it's broken. Lead screw is like not working at all. Oh, and now we're crashed. Oh, and now we're going back up. The lead screws keeps jamming up. I don't know why. It must be a defective nut there. It's definitely a defective nut. Would you believe it? A defective nut on our Ender 3 that I paid $180 for. Okay. Oh, I wonder what would happen if I went to Creality support and say, hey, I bought an Ender 3 and I'm having trouble with it. I wonder what would actually happen. Like, this isn't a defective printer. Like, this is defective hardware, right? That seems better. I loosened up this and I kind of wiggled it. So we'll see. Except it's like hitting the... It's hitting the little clip. My clip is too close. Uh-oh. Like, it's hitting the clip here, so I have to put the clip over here. Maybe like here. I don't know. I don't even know. Where are the clips supposed to go? Are there specific spots? We'll call that good. Now, we want to change filament. Oh, okay, it's already doing the thing. So we're gonna load our filament by pressing it through the Bowden tube. Oh no, it's unloading currently. It just unloads the filament. I think I hit change filament. Insert filament and press button to continue. So I am inserting the filament. I am inserting the, oh wow, okay. I definitely need to cut it at an angle. I'm inserting the filament by pressing the lever arm. And there we go, we're in. I don't know how much I'm supposed to insert it, but we're inserting it. All the way to the nozzle, eh? And then press to continue. We're gonna get our first purge here. Oh shoot, it's on the bed. The bed is locked. Oh dear. We're already slipping. The bed is locked somehow. I need to shut this off. I need to shut this off because the nozzle is like on the bed, so it can't actually purge. It like indented the bed a little bit there. Lovely. Hey, we have filament though. Yeah, we did it. Our first print. When running, it locks all the motors. Good to know. Good to know. All right. We're ready for our first print already. So let's do this. Let's get a nice close up. Because, you know, everyone needs to see the process of printing on an Ender 3. There we go. The first thing we do is go to our SD card, go to print from TF card, cat.gcode. So you can only print cats on this printer, but that's okay because we like cats. We definitely like cats, and we're gonna print one. What's it doing? Bed heating. Heats up pretty fast. What do you think? Is this gonna work the first time? I don't know how long cat.g code is gonna take, but we're gonna print it. And Hedgehog makes Galaxy Red PLA by Polymaker, available now at Amazon.com. Just type in Hedgehog makes, you'll get right there, or on the Polymaker website under the Creator Spools section. Heating up the nozzle, 200C. Ooh, we're printing at 200C. That's fun. Is it? Oh, I forgot to PID tune it. Oh no, I forgot to PID tune it. Shoot. Now it's gonna take 10 years to print. There we go. We got it. We got it. Is there live adjust Z on here? Ooh, looks like it's on there and it's fairly squished. And something's skipping. I think our extruder is skipping. Yeah, the extruder is skipping because we're too squished. Can I adjust the Z offset? Adjust. Baby step Z. Oh, we're way too squished. We're gonna go up. I might want to slow this down too, because we're going a little fast for that first layer. I think that looks good. I think. All right, perfect, and we're off. Extruder is skipping because I think we're too close to the bed, maybe? I don't know, but we are printing. So, this is a compatibility test to see if Hedgehog makes Galaxy Red PLA works on Ender 3. If it works on Ender 3, it'll work on any printer. I guarantee it. This is a fantastic cinematic shot. Uh-huh. It sure is. Let's see if we can get some light. Want some RGB in the background? Here. There were significantly worse printers. Right? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we spent, you know, an hour or so getting this thing assembled and kind of bed leveled, and, you know, I'd say a couple hours and you're up and running. Like, not bad. Does it print fast? It can print faster than this for sure, but this is the default speed that was sliced. These are official Creality binder clips, which are just regular binder clips. So it's very important to go slow in your first layer to get good adhesion. Looks like we're actually putting down a good first layer. Not bad. Just auto or manual bed level. Okay, I did increase it a little bit using the Z offset, but whatever. I moved it. Better run calibration. I know. Run calibration. Run calibration. That's a great phrase for modern printers. Run calibration. Wow. Well, it works. It's not really not loud either. It's reasonable. It's not like silent, but it's not unreasonably loud. Are we on the second layer yet? Oh, we're really speeding up now. Yeah, we're flying. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna do the thing because I don't want to be here all day. We are going to increase the speed. Can we do that? Can we do that? Wait, can we increase the speed of our print? Is that possible? Except something's like skipping. Is it the extruder that's skipping? I can't tell. Yeah, the extruder. Oh, it's like severely over too much flow. Is it too much squished? I think we were too squished. Oh, unless our Z offset wasn't saved. No, it wasn't. Oh yeah, it was. It was saved. Let's go up a little then. Z too low? Probably. Yeah, probably. It's kind of hard to tell because I can't see what I'm printing because of the thing. Did I calibrate extruder steps? Nope, not at all. Did I calibrate extruder steps? Oh boy. That is something that was heavily debated back in the day, whether you should calibrate your E-steps or you should adjust the flow in the slicer. Belt adjusted, belts are perfect. Bed adjusted, yep, bed is perfect. Okay. Once we get past a couple layers, it should self-correct. I think it's good. It's printing. RGB adjusted. RGB is disabled currently. We don't overload this processor. This is the first time I didn't tear down to see the control board because one, I don't really care, and two, I wanted it to actually print something. I mean, we're not going to finish this print on stream. Can we not adjust the speed of the print? Oh, speed. Here we go. Speed. Let's do speed. I don't know. 150. Let's speed up a little bit, even though it's skipping. Maybe speeding it up will help. Ooh, it's flying now. 150% speed. Oh no, now it's flying. Oh, it took a long time. Wow. It's skipping. We're too squished, too much flow. It's making angry noises, going clunk, clunk. It's not clogging, I'll tell you that. It's still printing actually very good. Surprisingly good. Up to temp. Oh yeah, we can do that too. We can print at like, I don't know, 220. Sure, 220. It's probably too hot. Turbo kicked in. I know. Want to make sure never to go above like 220 on this style of hot end. That's pretty much the max. Yeah, I think the flow is way too high. Because our E-steps is not set correctly. But I can increase the speed, I don't know, I'll say 200% maybe now. %200%. Yeah, we're very limited by acceleration. Very limited. But, hey, there we go. That's better. That's better. Look at that. Look at that. How bad are we under extruding? I can't even tell. I can't even tell what's going on there. I have no idea. I am letting it do its thing. 200%, baby. Set your E-steps. Now we're gonna run with it. If we print fast enough, it'll actually under extrude. So we're good. Yeah, adjust your E-steps by adjusting your print speed. That's how you do it. Alright, this is boring. I'm done with this. Well, this was the Ender 3. I'll print on it, I'll share my results, and I will do a follow-up video on if this thing is still worth getting. Just kidding, it's not worth getting. Don't buy this printer. This is actually an ad for Bambu. Buy a Bambu A1 instead of this, or an A1 Mini. Either of those. I'll have a link down below. Get a printer that just works out of the box, because I can actually grab my A1 Mini, plug it in, find this file, upload it, and then be done before this is even finished. But this was fun. I enjoyed it. Seriously, like this is a fun experience. Brought me back to my first printer ever. Pretty much ever, yeah. Ender 3v2. Very similar to this. Extremely similar. But I'll give you a sneak peek of what I'm working on. This printer, if you made it this far, you get a sneak peek into what I'm turning it into. This will become a portal printer. That's right. A portal printer. That's all I'm going to say. Tune into my live streams for more info. But we are going to be modding this. It's not even going to be remotely the same printer. So before you go, make sure to check out my custom spool, Hedgehog Makes Galaxy Red PLA by Polymaker, available on Amazon. I'll have the link down in the description. It's also available on the Polymaker store in both US and Canada. Go crazy. And let me know what you print on it. Don't buy this printer. Otherwise than that, check out the other videos I have on some other printers that I'd probably recommend. I recently did the Sobel SV06 Ace unboxing, and that printer is actually worth getting for around the same price. Otherwise than that, thank you for tuning in. Catch me live on twitch.tv/zombiehedgehog. Have a good night, good morning, good evening, and goodbye.